Today, guys, we did get a new set, man. Barons of Ball. So we do need to go over the new Snipe Filters. It's finally another W pack drop on a Tuesday, man, or a W-ish. You know, the odds are okay, man. And we actually got some decent players. We got 3 pink diamonds, which is insane. So we need to get into the Snipe Filters, man. So let's get right to it. The first filter we're going to go over is a new one that I found last week. It's actually pretty good, man. You can make a lot of profit on this. For this, you want to put your color to diamond. You want to set your team to clippers. And you want to scroll your maximum buyout up until you find the cheapest player on this filter, which right now on Xbox is Jamal Crawford. You got 4 diamonds on here. They're all pretty expensive, man. You got DeAndre Jordan. None of them are like over 100K, but they're all just right at 100K, and you can snipe them on diamond. Cheapest prices 50K, whatever it is, man. They pop up and you're making 40K profit. It's pretty great. Jamal Crawford, DeAndre Jordan, Chris Paul, and I think there's one more, or maybe it's just the 3. It's just the 3. Why did I think there might be one other player on here that's just not listed? I can't remember. Like I said, I found this filter last week and was using it pretty darn good, man. So you want to raise your maximum buyout up, scroll on the cheapest player, 86,000 MT Jamal Crawford right now. You want to grab these guys, like I said, for like 50K and below. They're gonna pop up semi-frequently for too cheap, man. That's kind of seeming to be the best way to make MT that I've noticed so far this year. Is a lot of like higher tier diamonds that aren't 100K plus that pop up for just, you know, 20K cheaper than they're supposed to be, and you can just stack a lot of MT that way. It's not like a filter. You're not gonna get a snipe every 5 minutes, and let's be honest, in 2k25 there ain't no filter where you're getting a snipe every 5 minutes, but you can stack a lot of MT on this filter, man. So give it a try. The next filter we're going over is the diamond cheapest filter, man. For this, you want to put your color to diamond. You want to raise your maximum buyout up until you find the cheapest diamond on your console, which on Xbox right now is Raymond Felton, Greg Monroe. I think they're both similar pricing. Greg Monroe might be a teensy bit more expensive, man. You want to scroll on the cheapest diamond. By the way, I did remember the 4th player on that Clippers filter. It's the Corey Magnetti, however you say his name, I'm not sure. There's no cards listed, so you can literally buy him for like 70 and post him up for 100K and he will sell. I don't really think he's much more than 100K. You guys can, you know, if you see one ending, go ahead and monitor that price to see if it's worth posting him up for a bid. But last week when I found it, he was not selling for over 100K. So if you snipe him for 70, just throw him back up for 100, unless, like I said, you see him ending for 120 or something. So on this filter, you definitely want to scroll, man. I know this is a 2 scroll right now. You can always put your maximum buyout 50 MT cheaper if you don't want to scroll through 2 cards, and still have a pretty decent chance of seeing any of the more expensive, like any of the Clippers players we just went over. Obviously they're all expensive. If they pop up on this filter when you're scrolling diamond cheapest, buy them as quick as possible and list them up for however much they're going for. And again, on that Clippers filter, I would just suggest you grab the diamonds for like 15,000. So because the prices kind of vary. Sometimes the cheapest one on there is 95K, sometimes the cheapest is 86K. Like right now, grab them for like 15 to 20,000 MT cheaper than whatever the cheapest price is, and that way you can ensure you get some profit, man. So same on this filter. You want to grab these cards for about 22,000 MT and below, all the cheapest diamonds. If you see any of the more expensive ones pop up, obviously buy it as quick as possible and either post it for a bid or post it for a little bit cheaper than the cheapest one that's for sale. The next filter we're going over, guys, is the Amethyst cheapest filter, which is actually way up in price, man. So if you're looking for a great budget filter, spend some time on this one. It's usually the most active filter. I know there's no Amethyst in the set today, but people are still pulling the Series 1 Amethyst. For this filter, you need to put your color to Amethyst, raise your maximum buyout up until you find the cheapest Amethyst, which is Jokic right now on Xbox, going for 8,200. You want to scroll on this filter again as well, because there are more expensive Amethyst. Like usually any of the Friday set drops are more expensive. Lou Dort, Paul Gasol, man, all those 1 Amethyst that we got on Friday, they're usually like at least 13, 14, 15,000 MT. So you can grab them for 8K and sell for profit. Otherwise, any of these Tatums, Jokic, Shea, kind of got to check their price, but they've been all typically right around cheapest pricing now. Grab them for about 5,500, 6K at the absolute max, man, and resell them for profit, because the pricing on Amis, it goes anywhere from 8K down to 5K, man. So right now, grab them for 5, they should be, nobody's ripping these packs, it looks like, which is why the price is still so high on Amethyst right now. So you should be able to flip them 5,500, 6K and sell them for 7,950 and just stack profit like that, man. Should be a pretty darn good filter today, so spend some time on it. The next filter we're going over is my favorite budget filter of the day, man. For this, you want to put your color to ruby, set your theme to barons of ball, and you're going to scroll your maximum buyout up until you find the cheapest rubies on your console, which is actually 2 of them in this set, Wesley Pearson and somebody else, who's all right around the similar price. I think it's like, who is the other card? Gerald Wilkins, there he is. They're both going for around 7,000 MT. No need to really scroll on this one if you don't want to. However, I do still scroll just because I like scrolling better this year, and also that way I know if the prices of these cards change, I know what to grab them for. So either way, if you want to not scroll, just put your maximum buyout down to 5,000 MT and just keep refreshing, snipe anything that pops up and then resell it for profit. If you're scrolling and the price changes, obviously just adjust it. You want to grab these cards for about 2,000 MT cheaper than the cheapest one to make sure that you do stack up profit, man. W filter should be a decent amount of pop-ups for the few people that are ripping these packs. This next filter we're going over, guys, I think it's going to be incredible. Going along the lines of the diamonds that pop up for, you know, the higher end diamonds, man, this filter should be kind of darn decent, man. For this, you want to just set your theme to barons of ball, and you're going to scroll your minimum buyout up until you have a working scroll on your console. Right now on Xbox, 20,050 is the minimum buyout you want to set, which means any card that goes up for sale over 20,000 MT and 50. I don't know why I can't speak sometimes with these weird 50s. 20,050 MT, you're going to see them pop up here, which means any of the diamonds pop up, buy it, obviously, unless it's way too high, like 100K, you know, but if they pop up for 60, 70K and below, since there's none for buyouts right now, buy them and post yours up for 100K. Depending on who it is, maybe the other diamond is going to be a snipe. One of them definitely not. So just, you know, kind of check the pricing on this. But anything pops up, you can see them all the way down to 20,050 MT. Grab those, and you can also see all 3 pink diamonds on here, which obviously if they pop up, buy them as quick as possible. They all seem to be a snipe right now, so, you know, maybe monitor Chris Bosch's pricing, but right now he's got a bid of like 250,000 MT on him. So if any of those pop up, buy them. Any of the diamonds pop up for under 70K, buy them. Lots of cards on here, and they're the cards from the set, so it should be pretty darn decent, guys. The next filter we're going over is the center filter, man. It's another high-end filter. Just put your position to center. On Xbox right now, you can get away with raising your minimum buyout up to 92,100, and you got a 3 scroll. Not too bad, low key. You want to refresh here, you want to grab, I mean, there's so many more expensive players on this filter that you can grab. We've went over them. Wilt, all the pink diamond centers are on here. Obviously Wembenyama's on here. Tons of great snipes, man. There's also, I think there's 3 or 4 snipeable diamonds on this filter, which is really the best. This is the best filter that's non-enabled that you can work right now, there you don't have to buy any cards and send them to your collection, just based on the amount of cards and the amount of diamonds and pink diamonds on it. So spend some time on this filter if you're looking for some high-end snipes and don't want to just sit on pink diamond. The next filter we're going over is pretty similar to the center, but this one has a new player on it, man. Put your position to power forward. Right now on Xbox, you kind of need to have your minimum bid at 100,000 and your minimum buyout at 500. So if any of the filters that I go over where I say raise your minimum buyout up only, if it's not working on PlayStation, the scroll's too long, this is the setup you want to do, is just raise your minimum bid up to 100K and put your minimum buyout to 500 and refresh here. You're looking for any of the expensive cards on this filter, which has Paulo. There's tons of cards on this filter as well. It's another really good one. There's like 3 that are all similar, man. You got KG, Al Harrington's not a snipe as far as I have seen. Carmelo, Giannis, you got Pascal, lots of great pink diamonds on here. Chris Bosch was now added. He's got a 210,000 bid. Like I said, monitor his pricing though, guys. I don't know what's with this. Let me not even get started on that. But lots of great pink diamonds on here. Paulo's on here, who is expensive, and that's really about it for diamonds that you're looking for on this filter, as far as I'm aware. So this is really looking for Paulo and any of the pink diamonds to pop up. Derek Coleman, I don't know with this card, man. I've seen him with a little bit of a bid. I've seen him last week sell for 140. I see this one here now. I almost grabbed it, but I'm not doing it, man, because I think he ends at like 105,000. So monitor his price if you want to see if you can pick him up or not, man. But a great filter, high chance of getting pink, like not a high chance of seeing pink diamonds because that doesn't exist, but there's a lot of pink diamonds on here is what I was trying to say. And then you also have Paolo. The next filter we're going over is the Southwest Division high-end filter, man, which is still one of my favorites. However, I have been working center filter more just because there's like one extra card on here and more diamonds to snipe. So but this is still a great filter. It's got Wembanyama on it. For this, you want to just set your division to Southwest. Raise your minimum buyout up to 98,800 right now on Xbox. Again, if the scroll's too long on PlayStation, change it to 500 min buyout and raise your minimum bid up to 100K. Right now, this is a working scroll on Xbox. If you happen to have this card in your collection, man, you can obviously turn on enabled, but you know, it's fine with or without that card. It doesn't really matter. I just happen to own it and see it right there, so we can turn it on. Turns it to a 2 scroll. On this filter, you're looking for JJJ's on here. You got Wemby, lots of pink diamonds, man, on this filter as well. Spend some time on here. These are really the best filters that you can work without having to buy and enable any of the cards, man. So Dwight is now a snipe again. He wasn't, now he is. So obviously you can grab him. Russ is on here. Lots of great cards, man. And the last filter, of course, guys, is the pink diamond filter, man. Guys, I think we have 40 pink diamonds in the game now, if I remember in my math correctly. 40 pink diamonds. We got to get a buyout one soon. Like I said, man, monitor Chris Bosh's price. Make sure he does not drop to a non-snipe. But right now, man, just set your color to pink diamond. Put your minimum buyout to 500 and just keep refreshing. Imagine just a PD pop up right now. No, it didn't work, man. Didn't work. This is the filter I've been sitting on pretty much all week now. I'm dedicated to sniping a PD, so hopefully this gets more active, man. People are seeing these pink diamonds pop up every day, man. I feel like I'm hearing about it every single day on both consoles. So spend some time on this filter, man, if you have the patience and you want a W snipe. That's it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, man. If you did, smash the like button for me. I would appreciate it. If you guys want to see the video we dropped on Sunday, click the video that's popping up on screen. Jay Grinds out.